Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us this morning for our webinar. We're going to talk about your tenants, your properties, and making it all so much better. So, finding better tenants who will pay higher rents and stay longer. Who am I? My name is Mary Garland and I have 18 years experience as a landlord. I self-manage my own portfolio, which is a mixture of single lets and HMOs. I also own Garland Interiors. We are designers of soft furnishings. We tend to work with the high-end domestic market, with the commercial, and then with hotels. We also have been working more and more with people just like yourselves and myself, landlords who want to create that wow factor and find those elusive tenants. I have been established as an investor and a designer, and it's been my passion to bring both of them together. And right now, I'm enjoying the journey. So thank you for being here, and let's carry on. So let's talk about the private rental sector. Where are we today? In this market, we are oversaturated with HMOs. Of course, it does vary with area to area. Rents are lower now than they were 3 years ago. Again, each area will differ, but on the whole, we are, all of us, feeling the difference and knowing that we have to do a little bit more. People, our tenants, they are more transient. They have got choices. They don't want to stay in the same place. They can move around. All the infrastructure is there, transport links, so they can move. Many people have been furloughed. We're in this COVID period, quite alien to most of us. It's never happened before, but our tenants, if they haven't been furloughed, some of them will be working from home. A lot of the offices are now going back to work. But here, my daughter, for example, she works in the city. She used to do a 5-day work. She wasn't furloughed. She did work from home, but now she's going back into the office maybe 2 days a week. And the rest of it, she's been expected to work from home. So she's wanting a nice rental accommodation. So what do? We're setting ourselves apart. So observe the masses and do the opposite. Now, I thought that was Warren Beatty that said that, but in effect it was John Cahn, James Cahn, the famous actor. I did that little bit of research to make sure that when I do come on here, it is accurate. And he said that. Now, when it comes to your tenants, think of your tenants as clients, okay? It's not like the good old days. In the good old days, and this is a true story, one of my friends, when he was at university, he told me that when he had a leak in the ceiling, okay, he rang up the landlord and said, "I've got a leak in the ceiling." And the landlord said, "Get a bucket, mister." And that was the end of that. We're not allowed to do that anymore. We have to be reasonable with our tenants. We provide an A1 service. If you say that you're going to do something, do it. Our service should exceed expectations. And something that comes to mind is the Disney experience. Most of us have been to Disney. Most of us think it's going to be a wonderful experience. It's both for children and for adults. But for me, and for a lot of people that I speak to, on going to Disney, they do provide that service. And when you think it was going to be good or you think it was going to be great, it was better. And so we as landlords have to do the same. So when you say that you will chase up the electrician or you'll get the plumber in, do just that, and you'll build a good rapport with your tenant. So managing your property. there's several ways to manage a property. I manage my own properties, but for other people, they might find an agent to do it for them. But please make sure that your agent specialises in HMOs. And as we all know, they are a rare breed. Self-manage. Again, those of us that do are only too aware it takes time. It takes time, and you have to have that time. Then get a property manager. A property manager is somebody who, they might be retired, and they might just need to do some extra part-time work. They can be so useful. And then get admin support. So admin support, this is where it's really important to know what you are good at, and don't try to do everything. By doing that, you do all things but not as well. I myself, I have a VA from the Philippines. Her English is excellent. She is university educated. She is very capable and knowledgeable. She easily deals with the time-consuming tasks, listing the properties, arranging the viewings, raising ASTs, registering the deposits, things that for me are time-consuming and can easily be given to someone else. And then what's even better for me is that she is outstanding. She is very good, but she comes at a fraction of the cost of what it would cost me to have that same service in the UK. So think about it. Good VA can save you an awful lot of time and money. So again, the other thing that is so important to mention is networking. So being a landlord can be a lonely business, and then it's to surround yourself with all the right people. By networking, there are groups, particularly PIN and Progressive. They're two that come to mind. You will be meeting people just like yourself who are experiencing the same things that you have and might have more experience than you. So go, see, and it will do you so much good. Your property. So this is where we are, knowing about what you must do to have that right tenant. You must be head and shoulders above the rest. Your tenant's expectations are higher. Okay, you are looking for the white collar worker, not the blue collar worker. You're looking for the professional who is working in, he's a consultant, she's a consultant, they might be in IT. Okay, now when you're dealing with your property, you must design to impress, and at the same time keep the low maintenance. So what you do right now will stay good in 6 months' time, and by choosing the right options, you'll do it. Walk through your HMO and be critical, so that before you start, know your property, make notes and be clear. Living in your property. This is one of my favourites. Who out there has actually stayed in their own property? Please put your notes in the box, in the chat box, and let's have a look. Really appreciate that. I'll just give you a minute to do that. Very much. Oh, okay. So no one's taken the opportunity to do that. Well, if you stay in your own apartment, your own house, and then you will see what's wrong. This is why service accommodation, after a refurb, that's exactly what they do. They are the client, they are your tenant. You are your worst tenant if you want to be that. Okay, they will stay there and experience waking up in that apartment that's just been refurbished. They'll say, what is the shower like? Are the mattresses comfortable? Is there super fast Wi-Fi coverage? Is there enough storage? storage, when you're living somewhere, not just for yourself, but your tenants, when you're living there, your tenants have to feel that they can put everything away and it still looks comfortable. So storage is amazing. Just try those little spaces, for example, under the bed. Excuse me. Under the bed where it's dead space. Well, it's not dead space if they can use it and there's a drawer and then they can actually put things away neatly. Know your tenant. Know your tenant. Okay, it's the millennials. The millennials, their age group is between 25 and 30. They're earning higher salaries. They're the consultants, the IT experts. They're computer savvy. They've been born into this computer era and they expect good service. And they're working from home. These are the people that are either working from home, they haven't been furloughed, or they have been furloughed. Either way, it's all coming to an end with COVID, but they are wanting to go back to work. These people, they want to share their space with like-minded people. It's been suggested, it's been noted that in these current times, people have come out of single let and moved into HMOs simply because they're young, they're vibrant, and they want to live with people that are similar to themselves and who become their friends. What can you do yourself? Do what you're good at and outsource what you're not. Know yourself. Know what you can and what you cannot do. You can't do it all yourself. Are you a creator? Or are you a systems person? This is the link for the Genius U free test. Okay, this is what I want to see. So here, this test will tell you all sorts of things about yourself. And by knowing that, you'll know that where you're not strong, that's where you need the support. So if you are the accountant, if you enjoy doing the reading, and if you like keeping everything in place, which is amazing and very, very important, then it's good to work with other people who are more creative, and between you do a great job. The design. Who is your designer? Is it yourself? Is it a friend? Is it a family member? Or is it someone that's paid? But whoever they are, they've got to think outside the box and come up with the ideas. Very often it's using limited space efficiently to provide the best results. Think about textures, functions, maintenance, and simplicity. Think about the colours that work. Have a watertight design. And with that watertight design, then make sure that you find the right contractors, but write down those specifications. Make a schedule of works so that when you're dealing with the contractors, things don't change. Agree payment terms. Do not pay up front. Most of these contractors, they already have accounts with the suppliers, so their monies and their orders will be saved for 30 days. Therefore, it is more important to see your products get onto your site before you do part with your hard-earned cash. Who will project manage? The project management is very important. By having the right team of people around you will save you money rather than cost you money. If you have a designer, they can help with this. Undertake regular inspections. Keep on top of the programme. Delays cost dearly. So if you change your mind, your contractor will charge for that. If you change your mind about, for example, the tiles in the bathroom, and then if you insist on supplying them yourself, buying them yourself, and having them on site yourself, if they're not there, the contractor will easily delay, and if he's got another job to go to, he may not come back. And remember, every delay, if it's a 3-week delay, that's a 3-week loss in rent, and all of those costs have to come into the equation. So, when the contractor is finished, it's closing out the project. Snag with your designer. Snag all the paint, if there's any scratches, if there's any marks on the carpets, all of that is important to go through. Have a deep clean so that everything is clean, everything is fresh. Install the furniture. Have a final clean. And then the fun bit, let's stage. So use a specialist landlord furniture. So there is one in particular, which is David Phillips. They will lease the furniture, spread the cost, and with that comes the tax incentives, so that it makes it easier. It helps. It's an expense, and you can use it against the business. Personally, I don't use people like IKEA, where I have to get it flat packed, make it up, stress an awful lot, raise my blood pressure, and quite frankly, it didn't work for me. So that's not it. And again, it's about time, and my time is not used efficiently when I'm building furniture. Not my strength. Don't clutter your place. Keep it spacious. Create space, but at the same time, accessorize. Okay, plants, coffee pots, pastries. When people come and see, when your tenants are coming to see, the smell of coffee being made, croissants, all sorts of things like that really do make the difference and make it homely. And then when it's all done, you've put in so much effort, you spent money, use a professional photographer. The professional photographer will just put the polish on your work. So then you come to the money. You put all your time and all your effort into it, and now you're going to advertise your room. So list it. You check the rates out of the local area, and then add on 20%. Your space, your property is premium, and you are looking for the premium people. So that's why you do it. Have a great listing. Don't use easy, dull words. Be exciting about it. All right? Ask questions in your advert. Are you looking for great technology? A rare opportunity to find your new home that's newly refurbished. These rooms, you say to those expectant tenants, these rooms will go very quickly, so book early. Take a video, a virtual viewing. And now this is where, how can we help you? We have a full service for landlords. We provide you with detailed design, including colours, textures, room and furniture layouts. We can organise contractors and project managers, and we can find tenants and help you manage them. We can manage your tenants. We can make your life easy. And you can book a free Zoom call. It's a discovery call where I would get the pleasure of talking about your specific property. So all you have to do is take put your camera over. Okay. It's called a QR code. That's what it is, a QR code. Okay, I've done it myself and it is so easy. Okay, you put your camera over that and it takes you directly to that page. Try it, you'd be amazed. I was. Find out more. It's Mary Garland, garlandinteriors.co.uk. Give me a call, let's have a chat. I'd love it. Thank you very much. So that's Mary Garland clocking out and hoping you have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye for now.